At his rally on Saturday in Youngstown, Ohio, former President Trump blasted the continued investigations into him. Calling his political nemesis sick, Trump returned to a familiar refrain of blaming the DOJ, the FBI, and other entities probing his business and political practices. This comes after the FBI's raid on Mar-a-Lago over Trump's storage of potentially classified documents that could imperil national security. Trump has attempted to brand himself a victim of political persecution. He was campaigning in Ohio for Senate candidate J.D. Vance, a populist conservative who is running against Tim Ryan in a highly competitive race that could spell control of the Senate.
For 6 straight years, I've been harassed, investigated, defamed, slandered, and persecuted like no other president and probably like no one in American history. Yet all I have ever wanted and all we've ever fought for is to simply, very simply, make America great again. The unhinged persecution of me and my staff, and they go into people that know me and they threaten them with jail time. Unless you say something bad about Trump, they're threatening them. These people are sick. They're sick. They go in and they take good people and they say, you're going to jail for 10 years. You're going to jail for 5 years, unless you say something bad about Trump, in which case you won't have to go to jail. I can't believe how people don't want to do it. They don't want to do it because they're legitimate and they see what's happening and they love our country. They see what's happening. But my supporters, what they've done, the radical Democrats and the deep state, is a form of political repression unlike anything our nation has ever seen. It's a disgrace, and J.D., you got to get it stopped, because they've never done what they do now is disgraceful. Everyone associated with this travesty will go down in history as scoundrels and arsonists who tried to demolish our justice system, shatter our most sacred traditions, and wipe out the very foundations of our democracy for their own selfish, partisan gain and probably other reasons that we'll never know. You know, they spied on my campaign. Nobody likes to talk. They spied on my campaign, and nobody wants to do anything about it. Can you imagine if I spied on the campaign? Forget Biden. How about Obama? Trump spied on Obama's campaign. Could you imagine what it would be? Maybe it would be death. They'd bring back the death penalty. They don't want to do anything. And we had a couple of attorney generals who weren't too great. But no matter what our sick and deranged political establishment throws at me, no matter what they do to me, I will endure their torment and oppression, and I will do it very willingly. They will never get me to stop fighting for you, the American people. And I will never quit because the fate of our country is at stake. I don't think we've ever had a more radicalized or dangerous time in our country. I watched Biden the other day with the red behind him, and CNN changed it to pink. There they are. Look at all those people back there. They changed it to pink because they wanted it to look better. They wanted it to look better. But that was terrible, the terrible words that were said. But that's where they're coming from. But you know what? We're strong and we're smart. We're smarter than them. We're stronger than them. There are a lot more of us. Our cruel and vindictive political class is not just coming after me. They're coming after you through me. That's what they're doing.